Good morning everyone, today we're looking at another limit watch. This comes actually a request from a fellow subscriber who wants me to look at this watch. So if you do feel like subscribing, you can sort of send in those requests for me to review those watches, and I can get right onto it as soon as I can, really. So yeah, let's get right onto it, shall we? So looking at this initial limit watch, got a nice sort of gold outside layer here, just to add a little bit of colour and a bit of contrast to the black box. A simple black box with a nice folding lid as well. Operates on just a cheap style hinge. The box itself is very, very light as well. It's a cheap quality, as you can see from the play here in the hinge, but it doesn't matter because the price of the watch reflects in all components of this box and the watch. So let's get right into it, shall we? So inside we've got a simple cardboard style look-alike cushion, just to sit that watch on when in transit. Other than that, there's not much else to talk about with the watch box, apart from the fact it's got a simple lined fabric inside. Overall, it's a nice functional box. So here we go, guys. This is the Limit Daydate Classic 1912 5749.01. So just a little bit about the watch before we move on to the face and stuff like that. So we've got a 40mm case diameter with a 20mm case thickness. So it's not, doesn't look 20, but that's according to the Amazon specs as well. It's part of the Limit Classic range, operates on a quartz movement, and only probably weighs 25 grams or so. It's only a very, very light watch, simple watch for someone who's got like a slightly cheaper budget. So let's have a look at the face here. So we've got a line style just a plain white background there with a nice line finish coming down from 12 to 6 or 6 to 12. Again, we've got a day date function going on here. So we've got the day of the week at the 12 marker and your dates at the 3 marker, with fully luminous oyster style hands going on here, and a ticking seconds hand here that has a stainless steel finish to match the overall stainless steel finish of the increments and the body of those actual hands, and the detailing going around the actual, like the plates of the day and the date. Looking inside the face, got a plain inside mirror reflecting back those increments there. No sort of sign of marking is inside there. Coming around to the casing, you've got a full stainless steel finish casing, no lined effect on there, and a fully stainless steel mirror finish crown as well. Again, a very, very cheap style crown, but the hands seem to move quite nicely relative to how the actual crown moves. Nice functional date dial as well. Nothing too fancy. What I love about limit watches, they're just functional, like a Sekonda watch. They're always just so. So coming around to the back, got obviously a sunray style back plate here with the full markings and model numbers, etc. Stainless steel back plate. Coming down to the strap, we've got a polyurethane strap. I'm pretty sure that's just a fancy word for rubber, but I didn't do very well at science at school, so I'm going to let you guys decide that. With double-ended pop-pins in here, I couldn't tell you the size of the strap, but I can have a look now. I usually look at the specs for this sort of information, but lug width, you're going to be looking at, that's why I have the thing the right way up, a 20mm bandwidth strap. So if you wanted to change that strap, you need 20mm. Sorry about that, I had to measure it myself to be able to figure it out. So coming down to the strap, again, a very, very simple polyurethane strap, probably rubber, with an unmarked stainless steel finish clasp. Very sort of cheap style clasp that doesn't quite fit into either that one, just really weak. Yeah, I physically can't get that out. There we go. yeah, very, very hard wearing polyurethane strap here, but this will loosen up over time, and these holes, you'll notice that they'll stretch. So even if you feel like these holes, they don't provide much breathing room on your wrist, it doesn't matter, because these will stretch over time and it'll mold to your wrist. So what you should do, usually you should wear it before the wristband, like this. That's watch etiquette, apparently. You should wear it slightly tighter, just, well, not too tightly, you obviously, your hand goes purple, but you should have it nice and snug on the wrist, and then that strap will stretch. You don't have it loose, because if it's loose, it's always going to be loose, because it's not going to play on your wrist and stretch. So if you want it to fit better for you, have it on the tighter setting, and not obviously not too tight. Have it on just a comfortable tight setting, and then it'll stretch for you. So there we go, guys. That is the wrist view of the Luminox Daydate 1912 5749.